dear people of Amazonia, my dear people of the southern Cameroons, fellow brave warriors of our liberation movement, accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade Jonah Kuro, this day. Today is Tuesday, and this is the 10th day of the month of June 2025. I'm very delighted to be here. My country people, them. I did throw plenty salute for all country people, them. And I don't talk, say as a matter of fact, I'll be happy for be back on this platform. Although I did come back for this platform today through an event will not be really interesting at all, but at least I'll be happy say I'll be back here today and say if we get a moment of exchange again. My dear people for Amazonia, for the longest time, I don't day on this platform all the time, to warn with people them about straying into the villages, the far off villages and far off towns of La République du Cameroon. I don't tell people them plenty, say even being in La République du Cameroon right now, in a very volatile situation. But unfortunately, it be difficult for we to understand certain things. Time the day we would be forced to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. And those fundamental questions would ask them now whether everybody really be aware of what way this fight would fight be all about. Because time the day, people that they take some kind of actions, people that they behave some kind of way, and they wonder if they really understand what it be at stake. Because too often, if you understand what to really be at stake, I believe, say the way where you go react. I believe, say the kind of actions where you could take. I believe, say the kind of advice where you could listen to, it will really be different. Now, why there are plenty times I do really overhang on this thought because I ask myself sometimes whether necessarily be too, whether necessarily even be judgmental. Judgmental means that you overjudge people, or na say I just get my own kind of reasoning will be different from the way people they look at things. Now, why there were plenty times I share this thought for Baruch Spinoza. We say, I have tried sedulously not to laugh at the acts of man, not to lament them, not to detest them, but to understand them. Yes, I've tried sedulously not to laugh at the acts of man, not to lament them, not to detest them, but simply to understand them. My country people, this was a very big talk. I'll go dissect that talk as we progress for this show for today. I really want to welcome everybody we don't log in for this, we don't sign in for this show today. From whichever part of the world we do watch, accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade Jonah Kuro. And for all with brave hearts, all man in place day. And for the civilian population, the people that they decide for continue for stay on the territory for southern Cameroons, and they brave all the odds. They respect all the country Sundays. They resist the Republic of Cameroon people as best they can. At the door for my heart. All man, he plays day. And for all the people, the way they still continue for contribute feverishly for make and make this struggle, he continue for go ahead strong. So that our dream for freedom will become a reality for all Natua say, all man, he plays day. For the one, the way they don't backslide. But when they still think their head whether they need for come in or not, make una know. The time they come, when me I will personally come for each and every one of una. Because the dynamics of this liberation movement will change when we take some particular actions. Right now, we do everything at the end. I did really salute the efforts of the people the way they did on the ground for all the work with the state plan for keep this struggle alive, but we get for speed up things. We get for change the face of this movement, and we get for change the dynamics. We don't struggle for a long time for see how we change things, but the error will make and as we continue for peck ability for change things. Now to the fact say some people they must unite, but we get for come to that understanding say sometimes there will be that unity what they seek, and before if we do anything, if it be very utopian, we mean say if it be in a dream we no will come true. So we decide now, we will need for decide now for look at things and from a different angle, from a different perspective, and understand which way um, the leader for Cuba, the revolutionary leader for Cuba at the time, if you talk about writing names, I don't know what to make a name, just the fly, they go from my head. It come, they go, but once it come, I go call him. Say that revolutionary leader for Cuba, he be talk say that Castro be talk say Fidel Castro, he be talk say if he begin for a start the liberation movement for Cuba, for Cuba, not Cuba, for Cuba, all over, if for do far fewer men than he do am from the beginning. Because it don't show say sometimes the crowd they be a problem for for move with speed. So crowd fit impede our ability for move on the level of speed we do move. Means it maybe we need for start think differently for start see exactly how for take the approach we go for the place we want go because going to that place na a must and going we must continue for go and reach we must do everything for reach for that place. So before I get into the package we are preparing today concerning the situation wey happen for people that for the community, make I take a quick stop over for La République du Cameroon. Here, make you see this newspaper where dans la nouvelle, you know mistake about la nouvelle expression they different, la nouvelle today is own different. You see la nouvelle for the cover page they say présidentielle 2025 Camto, le premier choix de Paris, that is 2025 presidential election. Now come to be Paris, be France, their first choice, and you see the picture there behind it. The picture there behind it, a picture for Emmanuel Macron. My country people for Amazonia. I put this one up now for ring some message for all with minds. You see, I don't talk plenty time for people that for Southern Cameroon say, what will they fight for? It be bigger than La République du Cameroon. Sometimes it enter for this side, it come out again for here. I say the thing where we dey fight for, it be bigger than La République du Cameroon. Because La République du Cameroon themselves, they never get independence. So see how it be so complicated for you for the tie yourself to an entity where themselves they never be free for decide their own priorities. They never be free for choose their own leader, the president who will run their country by themselves. They never be free for decide on their own development priorities by themselves. They never be free for decide on their own legal system by themselves. France must impose. They never be free for decide on the quality and kind of education wey they wan give for their pikin dem. France must impose. They never be free for make alliances with whichever country wey dem want. They must seek France their opinion. Now why that way you dey talk about presidential election? The election get for take place now for Cameroon, but you dey hear they can't tell you say check and see Canto na France their first choice. So even the people themselves say wey they dey for media, the journalism, the people that for La République du Cameroon say wey they dey for go vote, they already know for their minds say they go only succeed for vote some person say he take power na if France decide say yes na this person wey we want. So that one, it go be president now for people that for La République du Cameroon or go be president now for France. My country people. Now they think this way don't keep we for under development all these years. For continue for allow ourselves to be unevenly yoked with a country where they say they don't get the freedom way we define them. Means say na stupidity for we side. Now the only way that we are going to define stupidity. All that people they for CPD and crime syndicate. When they come for our backyard, they can't and say no, we leave this in them, we go get change through election. They say they know. Say that election no fit bring no change. The more it go change, the more it go remain the same thing. And policy no fit change even if person change. Because the policy go still be na policy will be favored by France. And we know, see for France, their policy now for maintain Southern Cameroonians and Bazonians as second-class citizens within La République du Cameroon. Just so that they will continue to get unfettered, that means say unchecked access to resources. Why won't do we serve this kind of harm? You recall the last time we come for here, or sometime we have come for, I think, two outings ago. We can talk about Akeremuna. Akeremuna Theodan, a very venerated man of law. Yes, with a very thick curriculum vitae. Oh yes, he get a very thick resume. A man they get multiple international contacts. But you hear when for la République du Cameroon, the people say he did like say Akere fit make some sense. They need for observe it seriously as a candidate. They tell and say one of the qualities that we get that say he be francophile. One of the qualities that we get when they make a serious contender that say he be francophile. It means say if it easily be accepted by France because it will be favorable for implement the policy of France if they give you room for take power. Exactly which way would they fight against? Exactly which way tens of thousands of Southern Cameroonians that already died, they fight against. Exactly which way millions of Southern Cameroonians that they sacrifice every day for fight against. Exactly which way all the people that they already die, that the hope still will continue for fight against. My country people, will not go inflict yourself that way. That election, not their election. Fortunately enough, I see some of them be honest with their data from Elekam. Say this far, they know see people that they don't register for vote for that election from Northern Zone. The maximum 24,000. No, from Southern Zone. The maximum 24,000. And they believe say the one the way they will feel likely register for Northern Zone, they will be far less than that 24,000. So if you talk about 24,000 out of at least between 6 and 8 million people, you see which we represent. You see that only that members of that CPDM crime syndicate, their family members, who soldiers of La République du Cameroon, and La République du Cameroon, their civil servants, who they did for with territory, that they put their names for those registers. We therefore stay clear from all of that nonsense. We therefore continue for focus for which we believe in. Because La République du Cameroon, they not be independent. So they not feel help themselves. Therefore, they not feel help you and they not feel help me. May we wise up and may we be very careful. So I want to move from there now straight into the subject matter for with discussion for today. When the situation will prevail for Makenene. I know say plenty of you already watched this gentleman, but we'll listen again before we come back.
I dey salute all man where they see through this post this evening. I dey talk from Makenene, Mbam and Enugu subdivision where now for Cameroon. I dey try for make we people them where they for outside and for inside this country for understand the kind of situation them where the Anglophone people them where they come up from southwest and northwest where they don't go settle for that side for Makenene where they go through a lot of pains for them. So actually these people them, the people of Benin, which be now the people for the state, they claim ownership over the land of Makenene. So these people they don't actually decide say Anglophone people them for they know get peace. So they try for talk say if you be in a person where you did for Makenene and you know the and you dey feel this pain, where we would try for talk I beg make and me other people they understand so that we will get helping hand from the government and other authorities found in Cameroon. I beg we dey try for talk say the people of this Bani that where they don't their chief uh, don't actually instruct them, which he been a chief of Njitole, whom he have talked to his people to go and claim ownership over all the farmlands belonging to all the Anglophone people, beginning from Sasa and Tundu, because it is their land in his children and his children's. And village members have beaten and chased out all the Anglophone and they have harvested all their farm products. We dey try for talk say we the people where we dey for Makenene, we know dey get peace because these people they do not actually take all thing where we dey try for understand and all thing where we are hope like they fit give money where we dey use and chop. What means of survival these people they want take am out from we and we know like actually we don't lay complaints for the authorities of Cameroon, but we dey still wait say make they react. And the reason why we dey make this video now because the chief of Nzitole don't actually make am clear for we say me all the anglophone people dem wey dey dey for Makenene me dey comot, me dey go back for their land. We dey actually beg the authorities say me dey try we intervene for this situation because we the anglophone people dem wey we dey for Makenene we dey go through a lot. So actually this chief he don't give us reason say on Monday where e been at the 1st of June he go dey come out, they go dey come out with their boys where they don't actually threaten to bring war. They don't threaten say they will bring war for we the anglophone people then where we dey for Makenene. Secondly, they don't also talk say on this Monday, the 1st of June, they will all be out to chase all the anglophone people out of their land in weapons and in guns. We dey try for plead on the authorities for understand through us and make it intervene for this situation. They don't clearly make am known for this say this Monday all the English people where they Makenene will be sent back to their land. We actually want to hear from the government. We need help, please. By Monday, if God does not intervene, there will be serious gun shooting in the land of Makenene, and help is needed in this country, Cameroon. We actually need peace for the country. We don't want war. Now, why would he try to make this video? This video it shows say we don't get two of these particular people then where they terrorize we, they know they give we peace for this land, and these people we don't give them for the hand of the government, and because we don't do this, these people they know and left we rest, so they don't actually talk say for Monday they will chase out all the anglophone people then where they for this place Makenene, and we where we been at the anglophone people then for this land we no get peace. Government, we need your help. We need the help of the government. I beg any man where you don't watch this video and the sitting where we the anglophone people then where they Makenene they go through. I beg may your help try for share this video. May the video go worldwide so that we can live in peace and harmony. Now we the people of Makenene will cry the beg.
So you have watched this video. You don't watch this video. You don't hear waiting way this gentleman is the talk for this video. And also we don't first watch him. I don't come a bit late with them because we don't first watch him. But it be important. Someone will listen again so that we'll get the context. So you see that we do this video before the 1st of June. Today, now the 10th of June. The threat where they be given, say they will do one. After the 1st of June, of course, we don't observe them all we say they don't move from threats to action. When people they don't cry out, cry. This video come out. My country people, I want to ask one question. Because now she do for una various thing would want talk, some people they can't tell una say na them be una elite, na them be una members of parliament, na them be una senators, na them be una section nonsense up and down, or na them dey for in government for defend una interests. My country people, since time with this video be come out, we don't hear one so-called elite from Southern Cameroon to come and make a statement. I mean one. I know all man they look me. I they ask a simple question. One person, one for that group of idiots. That's why I will call them now. So because they don't make any sense for me at all. We don't see one from this group of idiots when they don't come out, can't talk, say no. This kind of thing so enough it happen for we people. No. We'll never see no one. Not half of them. I mean, not one man don't come out show head. Say, or pretend, say na pretend. say he want talk something. Nothing. Until it don't happen. See, the people they don't come out from speeches and threats to action. Now action this one that is here for my screen. From speeches and threats to action. Even after this action, we will see for my screen, so it don't happen. You don't hear any one word from any of those people. The Tanga Ponji them, the Callistus Full Gentry them, the Ngala Jera them, all those idiots them, the Tabetando them, the Ngaringa or we call them Belamoki Charles, all those people, you don't hear one word from any of them. But now people this, they did treat them well. They don't tell them who not gotta go. They deny, they no go. You hear from that video. This gentleman in the narrate for that video, there we say, they don't send people right for administration. So they catch some of the people the way they terrorize them. They go hand them for gendarmerie. They go hand them for administration. They go complain. They do anybody anything. Nothing. Nothing. No man in no cough. You go recall. So recently for Bamenda, when they will come talk say, oh, they will do something where they will target Bamileke people there for that side, whether it be for a bang or for which side, so or that kind of thing. You see how the heavy hand of the law be descend on Bamenda. You be here that time. I think even the Archbishop of Bamenda to become out, make condemnation, so they go for the place. I be here all them, even all that politicians them, they come out make noise. Not their own people this. They not only talk, say, they only suspect, say, they not only suspecting and so, but the people then do it openly. The chiefs then give the instructions clearly that the destruction this way, all you and me would watch out for here. Which we don't hear. Any outrage, any of them don't talk anything. Me, I never hear. Unless say some person don't hear. If some person don't hear, when I can't tell me. Even snort. That's what they put the call Southwest, Northwest women or waiting call. I never hear. Even all the so-called groups that say, oh no, they out now for fight for peace. Nobody never cough. Now they all did these old people, they go on. Where they face them. Let's say they've been a total orphans. Let's say they've been a total orphans. Yes. But when some people they did for some side, they use their names. They claim say, oh, they so they be na their elite them. They be na their this and that them. They represent them in government. They come around, come say, oh, may they gather come. Una come. Una come gather because election they come. Oh, poor they like una. They come can stand. They make noise. They holler. Say no, na palava na one and indivisible. But my dear brothers and sisters from Southern Cameroons, I dey ask this question and I repeat them. Where they dey today? Who said the outrage dey? Who said they dey for can't talk say no. This thing it not be normal, it not make sense. Say make some kind thing it happen like this one. For a country where people they claim say we dey together. For a country where people they claim say na one and na indivisible. For a country where people they claim say they so not the way it's supposed for can interrupt the way we would do things. Me, I never understand them. Nothing really makes sense for me. And I want to make some man help for make it make sense for me. And I think that way it worry me. Make some man help for make it make sense for me. Because I talk see now the destruction this. Now in that when you and me would see it like that. Make some man can make sense for me. Say this kind of massive destruction, it go on. Person no dey talk nothing. So mommy be there for Bamenda, they call her say na mommy who where they talk say they be kidnapper. And by the way, I want make am clear. Say if I dey talk am, no because say I dey favor, I dey support the fact say me they kidnap anybody. No, I dey talk now say that mommy where if be talk say where they talk say they kidnap if mommy senator come out the state where that mommy they so now mommy wey dey go all place them. Now mommy dey go for all died them. Now mommy dey stand for all place when anything dey for any person. The mommy dey go dey. Where that mommy dey today? Na situation this for outrage. So when they say there be funds, where that funds then dey? Where that funds then dey? One word from any of them for show outrage. Say no, we work at all one and indivisible. We not nothing do this kind of thing for we own people. No, na in this look at, na in that. My country people from Amazonia. When I did ever talk for here, I tell people say, I like make all we know very clearly. Say we dey on we own. And say we get for fight like people they know say they dey on their own. Some people they can't talk say when back or they just try to make the situation may be so dire. Look at who said them there. Now, since when this destruction happened, I did ask her, even English language newspapers, no one never published it when it happened for Makenene. No one. I never see him. Guardian Post, Christian Gap. I never see him. Huh? The horizon, my dear friend, from Tinglet, Gerald. I never see him. Huh? My dear friend got Christian Big Go. Would I never see this when it happen for them? If it happen so now for Bamenda, now for Kumbana, so say it go there for all, it go there for headline, all the paper they will carry and send on the same day. All they will carry on the same day. My dear friend, are you going for the median? What happen? Huh? The sun. Una no see him, una no hear him. The Post. My dear countryman and friend Buddy Adams. Nothing. Nothing absolutely. Even my dear friend Theodomi for and Randy Joe for The Voice. Nothing. This is outrageous. This is painful. This is very disturbing. If French language newspaper they snub them, of course it be normal for them for snub them. Because as far as they be concerned, we be na nobodies. Make I talk them first. The last moment so I became for you, I can't talk about the fact say make people they avoid for find themselves in the villages and remote towns of La République du Cameroon. Because these kind of things they go happen for them. So people can't say I will be alarmist. Say, oh Mbakuro, why you being alarmist? I don't show the first incident. Show the second one, show the third one. The last time we showed us some with sister. When they catch her, they beat and put him naked. They kick for his private part. Yes, I be talking. I be talking. I never fish on because the video I still get for here. The video be horrible for watcher. They kick for his pickles. No man no talk nothing. Even woman they be stand for it. They participate for hit their fellow woman. Which will be crime. They say they suspect. C'est because c'est une Anglos. Et qui est ici, entre nous, c'est pas nous, na he don't voler, na he don't thief. The poor man, they holler. They cry innocence. Nobody no pay heed. I don't talk example of one of you young people, they wait for you on the side there. He pack it back, just stand for corner bush, ease himself. They can knock and something kill him. Say because he stand easy himself for that place. No outrage, no noise, nothing. Because we'll not be humans. For eyes of people for La République du Cameroon, will be nothing. We will represent nothing at all. According to these people, they for Makenene and the people they for the Kiminiki. Will people they say not be supposed to buy certain own land for them? No. They be just supposed to be that they are slaves for their family, work for them, make any time when crops are rich, they harvest and sell them, keep the money, make they can't collect them, then give them the little one the way they fit give. Because you know the language where they come from people for center and south, they say if you get farm, country election, a country at Tombamenda, because they call all weird, whether I come on northern or come on southern, they call it Bamenda. A country at Tombamenda, là, vraiment, tu es tranquille. So then for seeing you again, you come now. You can't reach don't buy that owner. They see you cultivate your crops, you dey prosper, you dey become rich, you dey make nonsense. I don't feel leave you alone. And now another painful thing. Most of these people, they come on run war for southern Cameroons. Run because soldiers of La République du Cameroon, they be born with towns and villages. They burn over 400 village settlements for displaced people. They intentionally, because they want to make you run go for the Republic du Cameroon. Make them present them as trophy for the international community. See, if you feel run war for your land, will you fight against them? Then come eastern for their land. It means that you be the problem. They be good people. You say and not they say they be good people. Now you be the problem. So me say, wait till the fight for no will ever make sense. Now what did I talk from the beginning? So therefore, no wait will the fight for. You know if you fight for get yourself free from a people. Then you instead carry yourself the wrong one for their land till you go find safety. Now madness. Now I talk say sometimes the be some people they need for shit done now for try for ask themselves where to be where would they really fight for. Because even as I talk now so when they say even for diaspora here, they still buy land for Douala, they still buy land for Yaoundé. Yes, they still buy land for La République du Cameroon. You tell them, say, no, I want to do this small investment for them. You know the fake will go before you. I don't give example them plenty. You don't see people they go buy it. So they start deal. Another good come out. Because now the modus operandi this way they use them. Most of those same Southern Cameroonians. They don't do it for Douala no tire. They don't do it for Yaoundé no tire. One man is she done now he say own the land. He go send the first person to be own the land, make can sell them. And he go she do it quiet, make her see never see him. They will give you a reply and say, no, that man is selling for now, he get the land. Once you don't buy them, they don't take money, go share and then she don't. The next time when you don't come for them, you want to start do some small thing, another group of people, not even the owner, say, come and say, what do you do for land? You want to say, no, but they say, we don't know that man a thief man. That man an impostor, he no get no right for sell this land. By the way, he no get no papers. Which papers the way he give you now? You stand, you are extra confused. See, if you want to stay, you go buy the land and from me. You go buy it for the second group. That second group that time, you don't go share chop up the commander from the picture. Another group will come out. It will be now a group, not still the person where he own them all, the person who own them for behind the chop part of the money all the time. You won't worry the day you go for gendarmerie or you take the go for gendarmerie or police, all side not only them. By the time you want to know, you want to reach for the real owner, you don't buy that from 5-6 people. They could do so for we. Because you know, so you go take them, go nowhere. Because you know, say if you go report them for the gendarme, for their police, them, they go treat you. They go turn you, the gendarme and the police, and they go open to another account, they go chop money from you. So you say you go abandon the case you run. My country people, they for Amazonia. Now, for which village they spoil we? Now, the same way wheat. Look at, see, there are people than that. Look at. You see how they be wounded from all those battles, but right up until now, you never hear say the DO or the SDO for that area for Mbam and Enugu or Mbam and Kim. Say don't come up camp for can't talk say now what did it happen for years so. No, you no go hear. Nobody go care. My country people they for Amazonia. You will you for any hinterland for the Republic du Cameroon. I don't talk things. Go back home. In a die for your own place. But if you don't stay, run go for ground 1. Run go for ground 2. You know if you run the go now for the enemy where it terrorize and be ready for destroy you, for continue for keep you in slavery and servitude. Look now who people than this. The same kind of thing with the way they can't do it for Ulan. You go expect I say they will do the same kind of thing when you now come up go say now for their land. And as I talk, the worriness where I get now say that outrage, that anger where I be expecting make us see him, and it is here. Nobody they talk anything. Una dey on our own. And this is not exactly who we are. Now the thing this way are debate about. But you see, look at our people in this crying for salvation all over the place. From Diki Miniki, from Makenene, from all inside that area. Not the only place where they undergo torture. They undergo torture inside other parts. For Lekie, they see pepper. For Mefu Afaba, they see pepper. You never see and say for Mefu Anakono, they see pepper. You see and say for Nyong Eso, they see pepper. For young Ekele, especially, you see some chiefs they hook up for south and for parts of center. They send out words, or rather Jews, they send out word for the chiefs them, and the chiefs send out for their people. May they localize the people them, they will actually be clear, although they don't talk straight to Southern Cameroonians. Any side where you did, may they map out, they localize you, they give information for where you did, the kind of activity will be engaged in, the thing they do. Because they don't consider you as a citizen for their country. Which kind of song I go sing and make una understand say una need for go back home? Which kind of maltreatment like the Cameroon people they go give una make una understand say they don't need una? Look at see who people. Look at not than that. Torture all over the place. All kind of stress, all kind of dehumanizing treatment. Nobody did talk anything. All that they say they be ministers. Nalova Leonga, who they so Callistus Food Gentry them, Atangana Ponji them, Tasong Paul them. All those people, nobody care. Through Jonathan meeting in there, where they say they be the director general, the people they stand on their behalf. Small time they'll come for Santa can't say no. You see, now time is for election. Nobody they stand for now. You say anyway, Francis. We don't say you get the Paul Biya fan club. Nobody they come for una. Sambela Moki Charles. Again Garinga. He go even talk and say, oh, even the people there from Grassfield, if na Graffy them, may they better finish kill and settle burial. My country people from Amazonia. We need for love ourselves. We need for love ourselves first before they carry any kind of stupid acts. We go back home. Now we be the breadbasket for that whole entity. We get enough facilities for take care of ourselves. We go back home. If you go back home, go ground one, go ground two. You find yourself more than the enemy's camp. This thing where you see today, we see for Makenene, we see for Diki Miniki, will not happen for other side them. Now Genesis, they still there. I say now where Genesis, they still there. By the time when they reach Malachi, you and me will confirm code. And for all these things, the only entity where comes up and give out cry. Now who? Now Zimanto. I citizen for the Republic of Cameroon. Now Zimanto be the only one will come and sound this alarm. Now he, the only one will come and sound this alarm. He said there's Anglophone and Peril. Put some pictures in for them. Now only Zimanto. English language press, quiet. Television houses them, quiet. Nothing ever happened for any person. Now flies the way they did not come. So why complain? My dear people for Amazonia, you will do for diaspora. We people they need help. We need to continue to stand very strong. I want to hail people the way they still continue to fight hard. I've seen Dr. Tita Emmanuel the other day, plenty pictures the way he show where they for Washington DC, they do outreach. They engage with people them for Capitol Hill. I see two members them for CDN, that's the coalition for negotiation for dialogue and negotiations. They did it too. I see them too for they. I see plenty pictures for their Facebook page. They did it too. They engage. Every person, the least opportunity where you get if you do anything. When a laudable effort, I will say a laudable effort. I don't shy. Whether you and me get disagreement for whatsoever, once you a laudable effort, I will say a laudable effort. They engage. But we feel do much more than that. You see, Maurice come to go for France. You see, as citizens for like they come something like you never ever imagine. The crowd for the be great. But they be learn from we for diaspora. For be active. They be learn for Southern Cameroonians for diaspora. For be active, for come out there. And for stand out and for be loud about what you will believe in. We don't live on useless, divisive politics. It enter for meet it confuse we. Like to be the Cameroon, I don't talk always. See, the enemy who they stand against now a very formidable enemy when it comes to divide and rule, bribery and corruption. Of course, they enter meet, they no joke, they no laugh. They bribe so they go past, put people they in with na only division who they dealing for bring am, pick this group against the other one then forget their money for come make we show for come blast you for social media, show you how they get money, all those kind of things. But my country people, we get for Anglophones number, we get for stand strong, we get for redefine our strategy, and we get for make sure say we go attain our objective. Because I want to repeat that. I want to talk of very vividly. This fight, the only way this fight will end, that's so we don't get that freedom, we will define them. We'll never get that freedom, this fight will end. But if we continue to go slowly, over slowly, we would have lost plenty of people then in slow motion. You see, even British newswriters, even rights organizations across the world, they say that the situation in the southern Cameroons be the most neglected international humanitarian crisis. Why? Because instead for we for put voices together, for focus all our attention against the Republic of Cameroon, plenty of activists they focus their attention against actors them inside this liberation movement. That way, it go hard for we for attract that attention we will need them. We don't get that attention. We don't play with them. We lost that attention to a certain extent. We don't start a fight for regain. We need for make voices always be like a chorus against the bad thing that happen for we than for be for find ourselves so we can use some platforms now for muddling each other. I want to thank everybody we you take the time for be part of this broadcast. As usual, share the link as much as you fit, and I will be back again for you before this week is run out. Thank everybody and thank you all for a very, very kind attention. To God be all the glory.